Welcome back to BattleTech, where we're still orbiting Smithon. Not that much time has passed since last time. There were like two minor battles happening on the planet that we kind of, jumped in and just did. First one was only against three mechs, but well-trained ones. I believe there were like two Shadowhawks and one Thunderbolt. Sadly, I didn't manage to get two pieces from the Thunderbolt because the AC-20 accidentally hit the center, and then the mech was done. So, well, didn't quite get what I wanted there. And then in the second battle, we only had to deal with like 5 lights, and we can deal with lights, you know? At least we learned pretty well how to do that. So, since our next mission is still in this system, I think we're just gonna get to it right away. We could wait for 9 days for Behemoth to return to the active duty roster, but to be honest, Shido also did a pretty reasonable job, so I say we're gonna give her the chance and, do the next priority mission with her piloting the Jaeger mech. So let's do that. Anvald, in orbit, first moon of Smith. As you heard, Lord Corrosus has suffered greatly at the hands of the Directorate. We can't change that, but we can show Lord Corrosus that we're his allies and our word can be trusted. Need his help with our data archive, yes, but this isn't why I agreed to this mission. If I got to prevail against the Directorate, I must unite the founding houses under the Restoration's banner. Without their support, we'll have no way of replacing our losses. Understood, Lady Rana. Let's get into specifics of this job he's given us. You seem to remember something about a dropship? It's called the Newgrange. She's a transport vessel, ostensibly civilian, named for an old line of yard ships. The Newgrange has been certified for commercial flight in the Directorate, the Capellan Confederation, and the Torrent Concordat. In all other ways, she's completely unremarkable. At least, that's what official paperwork says. Uh-huh. And what's the real story? The Newgrange is running weapons into the Oregon Reach to supply the Directorate's war effort. The crew has been using an old commercial port on Anvil to fuel up between trips. Ships like this one could help explain the Directorate's unexpected strength of arms. It's in our interest to destroy it. According to the intel we've been given, the Newgrange is carrying more armor than any Union-class dropship has any right to. Attacking her directly will be a waste of time. Thankfully, Lord Madera found us an alternative approach. The Anvil fueling station was designed for civilian use. It isn't a hardened target, and its components can withstand a sustained attack. Go on while the Newgrange is refueling and blow the station's primary fuel reservoir, the armor won't count for much. The resulting explosion will smash her like an egg. And you're sure that Lord Corrosus is telling the truth? It'd be kind of a disaster if we took out the civilian dropship. From outside of the Newgrange and the situation at Anvil, I'm convinced that Lord Corrosus is telling us the truth. Something deeply suspicious about this ship. She isn't the commercial transport she pretends to be. Well, the Newgrange may not be what she says she is, but it doesn't necessarily make her worthy of destruction. I'm no more eager for unnecessary bloodshed than you are, Strider. I hope you know me well enough to recognize that. If you can raise the Newgrange on comms, I will offer Captain the chance to surrender. I'd rather take prisoners than fill graves. The Reach has seen too much death already. Okay, I can live with that. Let's move forward. Hang on a second, boss. If this job were as easy as blowing up a fuel tank, Corrosus would have done it himself already. What's the catch? I mean, why send us off as such an easy target? Corrosus sent the last remnants of his personal guard of the Newgrange 2 weeks ago. Lands of hardened mech warriors. They were summarily destroyed. A complete loss. There were no survivors. That sounds like an unusually heavy security detail for a smuggling operation. Bizarre, I agree, but we only have Lord Corrosus' word to go on, and he didn't personally witness what happened. We should approach this drop with an abundance of caution. Bring the strongest lance you can field, and keep your eyes open while you're on the moon's surface. And I'd recommend bringing a heat-efficient lance if possible. Anvil's atmosphere and climate will quickly overwhelm with heat sinks if you're not careful. Alright. Don't worry about it, we got the situation under control. Very good, I'll be with you on the comms. Good hunting. Alright, aside from the catapult, we are all pretty heat efficient. I mean, the Shadowhawk may not fire its medium laser, but short-range missiles are pretty heat efficient. The Jaeger can also just not fire a couple of weapons, a couple of medium lasers. I think we should be fine as is. But Gross has challenged my authority, and he was right to do so. His son died in my name. I believe his daughter died in his name, right? Lena. Going to do what we can to earn his help and support. That means destroying the new Grange, a smuggling ship that has been running weapons to the directorate. I'll be your voice on the comms for the drop. Let's get this done. Alright.
Command interface initiated.
There's a lot of activity on the ground, Commander. Looks like the new Grange is being prepped for launch. You're gonna have a tight timetable to get in there and blow the station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. Seeing turret emplacements and light BattleMech activity on the ground, but it appears that the security detail we were warned about is off-site for now. We will be monitoring her sensors for any sign of incoming dropships. He's got that right, Commander. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know. And I'd advise you be wary of the secondary landing pad right up here in the ridge. If I were dropping it in the defensive lands, that's where I'd do it.
Good hunting, Commander. I'll be running ops for you from here.
That is pretty suspicious, to be honest. Okay. Can we reach that? No, on foot. I don't know. Seems like we could send some people up here. They would have a pretty good shot at whatever comes in here, if something comes in here. So how are we gonna do that? We do have to commit where we want to put Shadu, because the Jägermech doesn't have jump jets, which on this map looks like jump jets would be very helpful to have indeed. So she's probably not gonna go up here if we decide to send people here. So she's probably piloted Jägermech down this canyon and then right until, you know, right onto the dropship itself. But what about the other people? Like Medusa in the Shadowhawk. The Shadowhawk has quite a few jump jets, so it should be able to, you know, if nothing suspicious happens here, it should be able to jump down and assist with efforts down here. So I think it would be fine to send the Shadowhawk along here. I would also like to send the Centurion LRM machine up here, you know, and also Lich, because she can probably snipe from the exposed positions here, or like anything that's going on down there. So I think that's the plan for now. Not sure if that plan will work. Also, we have a timetable on our hands, which is not perfectly which is not a favorite of mine, but anyway, let's get this moving.
Got it.
There.
Roger that.
I don't like splitting Shido off like this, but we have indirect fire support via LRM, and also, you know, those PPCs can fire quite a distance. Needs to.
Get this done.
Alright, I see. I want to wait until probably Shadow has line of sight on that turret, so you can throw some LRMs at it. So let's wait for now. Wait again. Oh, there's no particular reason for us to wait here with Medusa. Not like he has anything else planned. So we're just gonna run up this ridge. If some reinforcements come in here, we'll deal with them, you know, but
On my way. Double time.
before that happens, we would like to be in position, you know? And see... Tank moving, okay. Didn't see no sensors even, so... I'll wait. We should put up some evasion there. Alright, Shadu. Where can you go? What can you see? Alternatively, it seems like she's not being able to get a sight on that turret, which is fine. Could also just move here, take an aimed shot at the commando, or probably its legs, or just go for the center and core it. If we go for the legs, then the LRM boat can probably just finish it off, but we might be able to just take it from there.
Move order received. Sensors showing a new half-tile.
So let's see, how are our chances looking like? 20 to 33%. I think I'll actually just go for the core and then throw more LRMs at it. Might be more efficient to leg it and then try and deal with it, but let's try and leg it.
Firing on target.
That was not the leg, but it was a pretty substantial amount of damage. So can you kill it off? So fired it from here, very good. Only 40%. Why? Long range +4. Okay.
Engaging target.
Thought that wouldn't be quite as far away as it apparently is. We might not actually kill its turn. Well,
Good to go.
much about that plan. You'll also want to sprint forward. Quite as fast as the Shadowhawk is, but oh, in for some turret fire.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Apparently they only have one LRM turret though, so we should be alright. Ish. Maybe you can move a little bit closer before you throw LRMs again. 50%, that's still like not ideal, but we can kill it before it gets to move. I'd appreciate it. Let's do that. Still long range? It's still long range +4. Crazy.
Engaging target.
Nope, that thing's not going down. A shame, really.
Yep.
Do so. Think you can see or reach anything from here. But you should probably not just be the only guy back in the front there, so let's actually use the jump jets to build more evasion. We're still going about the same way, and then we're gonna brace in case the supports come in this turn. He's not be completely out in the open and away from everybody else. No? That's a Wolverine.
Damage is light.
He probably wants to go away, right? No? Not quite as much. Brave little fella.
Reporting internal damage.
So what else could you do here? I would like to build some movement, you know, so I'll probably have to use vigilance too, because, you know, stability and all. How about here? Still have a decent enough shot at that commando. You can use vigilance and back off a little, maybe they'll follow. Okay. Let's not fire that.
Engaging with target.
Got things down at least.
Mech destroyed. What can I do for you?
Continue to run. Got Medusa over there. Well, I was told there were no defenders there at the complex. If I had known there were, you know, all these kinds of mechs here, I would have probably sent more people down there, to be honest with you. Anyway, there's a turret generator. That would be really interesting to get eyes on. But apparently we can't right now, so let's just wait. Judging from how far that thing is moving, it's probably a Panther. Because for being in the light mech phase, it kind of, you know, moved not at all. So you can go here, you can take care of the turret generator by yourself. Not a little bit too far away. Anyway, getting eyes on is fine enough. We have LRMs, you know. But if you can destroy it, that would be appreciated.
Payday.
Alright, seems like the turrets are down. Not all of them. There's another turret generator back here, but the turrets that we have in the immediate vicinity are down. That's pretty good. And we're gonna reserve. Shidu has been moved up one phase because of vigilance. But there's a medium mech here that can still move toward us, which will make it easier for us to hit it. Since you can't build much movement in that Jäger mech anyway, and I can't use vigilance every turn unless we keep killing stuff, I think she's probably just gonna stand here, take it, and, you know, automatically gain guarded and entrenched, and in the meanwhile you can try and kill these guys. Probably we have better hits on the Shadowhawk, but it also has guarded because of these clouds, I guess. So actually, let's throw the LRMs first then. Get 3. Alright. Well, it's not long range anymore, right? I see. Okay.
Engaging target.
Waiting for orders.
As I said, you're just gonna stand here and fire at it.
Acknowledged.
Or you can just headshot it with the AC-20. That has been happening more often than I thought it would. This is like the second time already that she doesn't headshot with the AC-20, which is crazy talk, to
I
be
hear
honest,
ya.
but anyway, you'll keep sprinting. Much for you to do yet. Sorry, glitch. Probably thought you would have more stuff heading your way, but I'm not so sure. If anything happens there, I'm in a pretty decent position to deal with reinforcements, but now Glitch has kind of been just sitting on the sidelines this entire mission.
It's go time.
Okay, we're gonna wait again, I think. That Shadowhawk is probably gonna move. Oh, let's wait.
Standing by.
So Panther? Panther! That it would be a Panther. Decided to go for guarded and entrenched instead of firing at the Jägermech, though. That's a little weird. So, do some.
For orders.
He could jump down and, I don't know, probably not be able to reach that fuel pumping station right away, but he would be coming close to doing so, I mean, in all seriousness. Not sure when those reinforcements might arrive or not. If they do right now, while we're just casually jumping down here, it might be not too great, but we could just jump up again, and we're not firing this turn anyway, so heat up build up wouldn't be too much of an issue either. I guess we're gonna be jumping here then. Actually, I'd like to be closer to that thing. And brakes. Alright, that Shadowhawk has just moved. What do I want to kill first, the Shadowhawk or the Panther? The Panther does have less evasion. It's guarded, but you know, it's only a light mech and all. Let's maybe go for that first before the PPC messes something up or something. Yeah.
Receiving you.
So with that evasion gone, you can't really reach it from here though. So you would need to move, preferably gain 2 evasion in the process. And then attack it. Ooh yeah. Right in its face.
Acknowledged.
I could also give her vigilance in order to gain guarded and entrenched again, because it's we probably need to soak up some damage from that Shadowhawk. But the AC5 is terrible at close range, the LRM is terrible at close range, so it's only gonna be hitting with the SRM and the medium laser. So I think we're good there. Probably don't want to fire all of that. As sad as that is, but
Firing. Waiting on you, Commander.
yeah, sorry. Here.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Nice. No reinforcements yet. Didn't we start at 9 turns until liftoff? And wasn't it 6 last turn? I don't quite get it. No, never mind. 85, I take it.
Engaging target.
Eat flamey or possibly frosty. Death!
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I don't want to die. Sorry about that, but just wait. So what are you up to? Melee. Interesting choice. No, I was wondering the same thing.
Yes, Commander.
Totally honest with you. I was wondering the same thing because we have a lot of heat build up. You know, the AC has fired last turn, so it wouldn't be quite as accurate. So I think we're just gonna, attack it. We also don't technically move, so we'll also gain guarded and entrenched automatically again. Perfect. So something happening.
Acknowledged.
Those turrets are shooting.
I can't take much more of this.
Aside from that, it appears like nothing is happening to you guys. Alright.
Orders.
I guess then we can destroy the fuel pumping station. Not sure if that'll trigger the, you know, the backup. But, you know, only live once.
Heading out. Acknowledged.
There's the captain of a new ranch. Hold your fire, damn it. We're civilian transport, not a military dropship. I know you are. Power down your engines and surrender, or your ship will be destroyed. You can't do that. I repeat, hold your fire. There are unarmed people on this vessel. We've got a hold full of passengers, and you'll be murdering them if you destroy that tank. I already know what your ship is carrying, and it isn't civilians, Captain. I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you refuse, what happens next will be on your head, not mine. Listen to reason and power down now. Cut the comfy lady around. I'm picking up increased activity on my sensors. They're making a run for it. Left us no choice. We blow up the fuel reservoir.
Let's do what we came here for, Commander. Take that dropship out.
You do. Alright. That's how we roll these days, then I guess we'll take that dropship out. Do you even have position? You can see it from here, right? Then don't just don't move at all. You need both shots to connect though.
Target destroyed.
That's done it. The new range is down. That should satisfy obligation to Lord Corrosas.
Incoming transmission.
Heads up, Commander. Enemy dropship coming in hot. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Coming transmission. You fool! Do you have any idea what you just done? You pay with your life, mercenary filth. Sorry, if I've known you'd be here, I've taken the field myself. Pity you didn't. We could have ended this war here and now. I suppose I have to content myself with your prized mercenaries. Watch as I tear them to shreds. Oh, jeez. I don't get to move that past turn, though. Whew. That. Okay, if I'd known that this would be how this mission rolls, I probably would have done this differently.
Reporting major armor loss.
To be honest with you. But, you know, you only know that once you've actually done this. Let's rain some more missiles down on that Shadowhawk. This way it'll come, it'll be knocked down, and the Jägermech can just finish it off with a shot to the center torso. So I think that's fine. The pilot also already has 2 injuries, so we could get the full mech if we wanted to, if we just get 1 more injury in. Yeah, however, you just fire through that rock. Sure. It's gonna be interesting. So we have a Centurion, a Catapult, and a Dragon, and a Fire Starter. Oh, Jesus. You may want to get into a position where you can jump back up there next turn. The extra, you know, protection. Maybe we'll fight a retreating battle here while waiting for our other 2 guys to catch up with us, you know, after they're done with their targets. All that. How we look from here? 380. Well, that Centurion hasn't moved yet at all, so I'm kind of inclined to hit it. It also hasn't braced, so didn't get a chance to do that yet. So
Here we
do
go.
that.
Target confirmed.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Glitch. How far can you move back while still being able to fire? I'll take that. Not sure if 1 evasion is better than having no evasion but guarded. To be honest though. But I also want to get away from them a bit. Don't see the Centurion from there though. You do also not see it right now. So take this one then. No, I'm actually gonna stand right here for the time being. Let's jump jets. Extra heat, but we're only gonna fire with 1 weapon anyway, and 3 movement I think would be worth it. Death from above on the Centurion. That'd be hilarious. Oh, but no.
I leap. I soar.
It's another K2. Question is, only gonna fire with 1 weapon anyway. Oh, Victoria's in that K2. Well. Because of our specialization breaching shot, if we only make a single shot, like with this PPC plus, we also ignore breach and we also ignore cover and guarded on the target, so that's also something to consider. Maybe since Victoria is currently facing us with her right hand side, the chance of hitting the arm is pretty high. Not that it's gonna destroy anything anyway. But it will make her fire less accurate, so let's actually shoot at her. Seriously?
That shot got past my armor.
Was a melee attack, but no problem.
Orders?
Alrighty. Another melee attack, I guess. Or we could vigilance, move back on and fire with the AC-20. Or again, not move. Let's actually do that. Alright.
Target confirmed. Target eliminated.
No choice.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Roger that.
Let's go.
You'll probably want to deal with that guy. If you move further, I might have range on that turret generator and take out these two remaining turrets. I believe one LRM turret and one AC2 turret with probably 4 AC2s. Other than that, I could also throw missiles at these guys. Or only 90% with that one too. Oh, feel like that. Well, then let's actually fire at the command at the other Centurion.
Engaging target.
Right.
I'm under heavy fire.
You really need to take out that Panther though, so that it doesn't spot for the turrets. Well, let's try and do that now. You still see it, so... Right, you do still see it. Apparently she doesn't. Which is odd because that Panther just shot at us, you know? So I would have thought that if it can shoot at us, you know, we'll also be able to shoot right back at it, but I guess I was wrong. And let's move here instead.
Moving out.
I just can't click on it from here. That might have been the problem. No, I can. Weird. Damn it. Oh well. Did get knocked down, but I wanted it to be dead so it doesn't grant line of sight, you know? Medusa, you probably want to get out of there, because they're kinda pummeling you pretty hard. So let's get here. Just leapfrog around. Don't really need to even fire this turn, to be honest. So if we can, I'd gladly take it. Probably then send on that Centurion because that's not doing too well at the moment. Let's... believe both have increased damage. So let's actually just shoot with that one. I want to have more missiles next turn, although... Oh, 60%, what the hell?
Reporting critical hit.
Alright.
Losing lots of armor. What can I do for you?
You could take out that Centurion, maybe? That's the best for now. Nope. Shoot the one.
Special delivery!
Ouch. So, Strider has interesting targets. He can either probably finish off that Centurion because it's lying down and the center torso is almost open anyway. So that would be one. Or he could finish off that Panther, but I believe Shido will also be able to just do that. But it's also lying down at the moment. Jesus. Let's finish off that Panther. Shido is in a pretty bad spot, and even though these people here also need help. Does this Centurion still have? It still has that AC-10 though. Don't like that.
Engaging target.
I will make you suffer before you die.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Welcome to try, I guess. How's that Firestarter going? Doesn't have jump jets? Interesting. That's why I wanted to use this ridge, because all of those guys who don't have jump jets, which probably is most of them, won't be able to reach any of these guys reliably in a second.
What do you need?
We're gonna get started on now. But since you have that skill that I tend to forget sometimes, you'll fire first. Probably at that dragon, I guess. Or on Victoria. On the dragon. You have stability warning though.
Firing.
And after that, you're gonna move out of dodge. I want to see them try following us up this ridge. I'm pretty sure that Victoria's catapult K2 doesn't have jump jets because it doesn't come with stock jump jets. I'm really thankful that that shot missed. Jesus. Can you finish that off? Or is there anything you want to do first? Well, I do see Victoria, and she's probably gonna move real soon. Not that that matters much. Actually, you know what? Victoria doesn't see anything. That Shadowhawk is probably enough behind that ridge so that she doesn't see it. Let's just reposition a bit here. And we can get started on firing at them next turn again when you're fully cooled down.
No sweat.
I do still see the Jaeger mech though, so they will be able to use their ORMs.
I'm taking internal damage.
Yeah, you need to take out that Panther, you know?
Yes, Commander.
It's like almost down, you know, but you don't have much heat to work with. That was give us like 2 medium lasers instead of that AC. That's actually because our morale is pretty high, and it's actually precision strike the center here because I want to really try and make sure that kill it. Do need 2 hits on that though. Wait a sec. Those would be 33. Doesn't really matter. Ah, jeez. I would overheat. Oh well.
Locking on target.
Thank the goddess.
Target neutralized.
So now the turrets also shouldn't have a spotter anymore. So right now none of them should be able to see us, which gives us a little bit of breathing room to, you know, cool down. Consider what our next step is going to be. One thing I could actually see myself doing is, you know, totally move her back up onto the ridge again. There's really no need for us to take down this last defense turret over here. You know, at least not right now. So I think just let these mechs go on a merry chase after us is actually a pretty decent idea. Don't see anything yet, but that probably will change. Doesn't matter, you have some cover there, and also you've not been shot at all, so that fire sword is coming up now, but it's gonna be all by itself fighting on that ridge against my PPC boat and my SRM boat. So if we're careful with how we position ourselves, we should be smiling. I do want to wait and see if that dragon comes up that ridge though.
Standing by.
Not sure if it has jump jets. It should have, but apparently it's as confused as we are. Anyway, glitch.
I hear ya.
Start, I guess. That way, that guy down there would also see you. Don't like that. Maybe Medusa's gonna start after all. Because you should see that, you're just not within, you know, range.
Coordinates received.
Those are all pretty bad. I'm just gonna shoot with the SRM2 because that's the weapon with the least heat. Just in order to remove one of the evasion pips for glitch. Didn't quite hit there, but that wasn't the intention. So you're gonna be doing the same. Also, if you move back here, she shouldn't be able to see you either. %, I'll take 40%.
Engaging target.
Ready for order.
Alright, you're gonna run. Run like the wind, baby.
Aye, aye.
Also gives that mech a few turns to, you know, cool off.
Waiting for orders.
It would be better from here.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
So we're in a pretty interesting tactical position here. We can decide at any point to, you know, start attacking them from above, while they, you know, let's try to get up to get up this ridge by going back all the way to our starting position, which is gonna take them a while. I don't want to shoot only once. I think I'm only want to shoot once in order to remove that guarded, because if I shoot with both, sure, I could shoot with both. And you would think that would do double damage, but because he has guarded for some reason, he has 50% damage reduction anyway, so I should do the same, even more damage, to be honest. So, and it's not quite as heat intensive. Ready. Jump up here now, maybe?
Engaging jump jets.
Oh no.
Oh, you bastards! That shot got past my armor. This heat. It's frying my internals.
Yeah, I get that. How about hitting him in melee? But we're gonna wait before that. But we're gonna wait until that mech has moved. Because apparently when we move next to it, that guy will be able to see us. So let's wait. So that mech has moved now.
Good to go.
Let's try and hit the side.
Ooh.
There goes your evasive. Now she sees on her sensors that there's one of us that's standing next to the ridge, so she wants to go here again and abandons her plan to, you know, just run up here. That's what I mean. I can play this game as long as I want, you know, this game of chicken, but they don't have that choice. We'll now dismantle that fire starter, and then starting next turn we can try and make pot shots at these guys down there. All cool down and stuff, you know?
Waiting on you, Commander.
So this time we're gonna shoot with both weapons. It doesn't have guarded, so we'll be fine. Also, we don't really need to worry about the heat so much at the moment.
Yeah, critical hit.
Move before that guy to knock him down.
Engaging target. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I was getting back up. Okay. Ah, I knew we were going to use those flamers. But you only have one of them left.
Taking internal damage. My mech is overheating.
I'm aware. From there they can see you. Probably not the best move.
On it.
So I think we can fire more than just an SRM2. Not gonna be much more than that though.
Locked on target.
You will not defeat us. I will break you. Mercenary scum.
I must break you. No, you're gonna be the one who's gonna be broken. So,
What can I
let's
do
how
for
you
you?
looking. Actually, you know, reserve.
Got it.
Let Victoria have a little move wherever she decides to go. Or they decide they want to head up the same ramp that the Firestarter ran up on, because that worked so well for the Firestarter. You know, now they also have to give that a shot. So I think you'd be
Waiting on
pretty
you,
safe to
Commander.
expose yourself to a little bit of fire.
You betcha.
Probably only gonna shoot one PPC because they both have guarded again. Instead of running, they always move and brace, which is the safer option, but you know, not always on the tactical scale of things.
Roger that. Firing on target. That would be a miss.
Well,
Standing by.
so do you want to head back in here now, maybe? I mean, you could also just get all the way up the ridge and then help us fire at them from on top of the ridge. It's probably safer, considering that we have two side torsos that are almost done, and the center torso also isn't looking too hot. So I'm okay with just keeping her out of that battle. We've been handling these guys over here pretty well without her so far. Well, let's give them something more to shoot at. Right? There's really no reason to.
Engaging target.
But knocking her around a little bit is probably helpful.
I'm here.
So you're not visible at the moment. Let's keep it that way. Now, since he has his turn before the opposition does, starting this turn he can probably just wait until they've moved, move in, shoot at them, and then in the next round, because he moves first, can fire, then move away again because of his special ability. So he can just be annoying as shit.
Okay, that was bad. Waiting for orders.
Get guarded at least. Nope. Let's just stand here and get guarded.
Here we go. Orders.
Alright, you can continue to move.
Commander.
And now it's your time to shine. Since we already started shooting at Victoria, I guess we'll just continue doing that.
Location confirmed. Locked on.
I'll throw some missiles at her. She should probably get knocked down by this. No, probably not. She hasn't built up enough yet. Anyway, we're still not gonna lob missiles at her. I'm gonna run out of missiles though at some point. That had never happened before, but we didn't have quite that crazy engagement here.
Enemy mech.
We
Critical
didn't have
damage detected.
quite such a crazy engagement as this one, I mean. So, now it's your turn again. You're gonna attack her first with SRMs, which will knock her down. And then you can still move away. And one of her PPCs is destroyed. And then you're just gonna care direction you're standing here. They don't see you after. And anyway.
Minor damage, Commander.
Alright, since Victoria's knocked down right now,
Commander?
could you maybe, just maybe, do something funny? I'm not sure how much health Victoria has, to be honest. I mean, I would probably like another catapult. But it would make things really complicated trying to kill her in a pretty fashion. I think I'm already testing your patience by the approach here. So let's actually just go for the center and be done with it. Probably not gonna be enough anyway, but my PPC's down. That is not. So let's actually go right torso.
All weapons are go. Commander. Copy that.
So Victoria should be at 2 injuries by now, though. Let's just keep track of that. Oh no, you shot me with your medium laser to get through my guard. Oh no. Oh no. How terrible was that? Anyway. We're just gonna continue raining LRMs down on her. This is the last full salvo of those, huh? Oh, jeez. Oh. Do have our medium lasers. Guess we could start using them. We don't need the heat for the LRMs.
Engaging target.
No! It's not possible! I can still win this!
Actually killed the pilot, so we should be able to recover that K2 in total.
Ready for orders.
I do like that. Thank you.
Confirmed.
That's what you get for having machine gun ammo in your side torso. Machine gun is a pretty fun weapon because with the high amount of shots and low damage that it has, you can just hit the cockpit and injure the pilot and, you know, get maximum max salvage through that. But if whatever segment you're storing that ammo is getting hit, you have a problem because it's highly explosive. Anyway,
Good to go.
you're only gonna fire once. Don't see that guy. Can he just fire at you? Apparently not.
Affirmative.
We wanna maybe focus fire him somewhere? No, not with you. You can do that with the SRMs.
Yes, Commander. Commander.
Also, you're gonna be rejoining that party in a second.
On my way. Double time.
Waiting for orders. Move order received.
So, is there anything we want to shoot at? Currently facing on left side, so we could go for the leg. Not sure why I would. I think I already have a dragon. I think it's the same variant. I'm just gonna precision strike in order to knock back his initiative so that we can all do our turns before he comes to again. The arm, I guess. Matter.
I copy.
Not the arm. Looked like it was. Should have not parked him quite as far away from the opponent. I guess you're gonna cool off mostly this turn. We only have LRMs for one launcher, so I'm just gonna fire with that.
Engaging target.
And there goes our last LRM.
Long-range missiles depleted.
Aye, aye.
Let's still be cautious. I don't want to expose Medusa to him. There are quite a few ways where this could go wrong, or where we could lose at least a leg. So it's not. Fire again.
Target confirmed.
And then move back. No, the same thing we did earlier. Look at me, resorting to cheese tactics to win the day. Because I didn't quite anticipate that this would be how the mission was going. In any event, next turn you can also shoot at the enemy, and he's probably gonna die next turn.
Waiting for orders.
A single shot.
Firing on target.
Oh, now he wants to hide. That's not how this goes. At least you'll be safe from him. You know what? If you think you can play hide and seek with us, then I challenge you to try. I know he doesn't have the patience. He really doesn't have the patience. Well, shame. What a shame.
Engaging target.
Good to go. Targeting enemy 6.
Alright.
Standing by.
Do I think?
Move into position.
Thankfully we haven't run out of SRM ammo yet.
Commander.
What's your turn?
Affirmative.
How about a precision strike to his center torso? I want to say nobody bothered to hit the center torso. Jesus, guys. Well, I guess then we're gonna side.
Locked on rear armor.
Hello there. Don't you want to just die,
Engaging
please?
target.
Not.
Yes, Commander. Acknowledged. Roger.
So, Glitch, maybe you wanna, you know, release him of his burdens.
Got it.
Another side torso goes down. He just gets knocked down. He should have 3 injuries at least.
Standing by.
Also, there's not that much to hit yet anymore. So let's just finish this, alright?
Target lock on enemies. From everything you got. Tango down.
Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done. Dr. Murat, does the Argo have an empty storeroom that could serve as a makeshift brig? I'm sure that something could be arranged, Lady Rana. Then arrange it and get a lock on Lady Espinosa's ejection pod. She's coming with us.
Mission successful.
Alrighty. Not sure if we would have gotten extra money for dismantling all of the defense turrets, but who cares? Alright, we need some repairs. Medusa also needs some time in the med bay. Fine. Bitch didn't get to kill anything this time. That's a shame. Like, Shadu killed like 5. Oh, jeez. Why do we only get 1 catapult pod? I'm pretty sure I killed it by killing the pilot, not, you know, any other way. A little disappointing. We do have a full Wolverine that we could salvage now. And a Shadowhawk that we could finish. Again. I think we're gonna do that then. If I only get 1 catapult piece, it's not really worth it, I think. I have no particular reason why I wouldn't want to have 2 of these. No, I don't think I have any reason to. Actually, I'm gonna take that with all the Wolverine parts, so we can build one of them. And I'm not sure if we had one at some point. Gonna dance around the list if there's something interesting here. No. And I'm still gonna take that catapult. Maybe we want a backup catapult or one with a slightly different loadout that's not as PPC heavy or only has 1 PPC and a bunch of smaller support weapons and doesn't run quite as hard. Something like that, you know? Alright. So apparently we wanted to take Victoria hostage. Did we make that? Alright. Victoria, I've been waiting 3 years for this. Are you enjoying yourself? I just had it assembled just for you. Not all you like, cousin. Your victory will be short-lived. Pathetic little army may have carried you this far, but if you think you can challenge the core systems, you're sadly mistaken. Victoria's only will grind your restoration to a bloody pulp. Save me the lecture and tell me what you're doing on Anvelt. Your father rules the directorate. You should be in a tower somewhere, not on a dusty little moon guarding a smuggling ship. A smuggling ship? Is that what Carosa thought the Newgrange was? Is that what he told you? Oh, you poor dear fool. I would tell you what you've just done, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll find out for yourself soon enough. I saw a bluster lady around. She's trying to get into your head. It isn't working. You know, Victoria, I loved you like a sister, and you betrayed me. Your father held enough to my back, and you helped him push it in. I need to understand why. If you'd ever really listened to him, you'd already know. He tried to teach you, cousin, to set you up on the path to strength and prosperity. But he spat on his efforts, forced his hand, and mine along with it. Forced your hand? Massive is dead because of you. Our mentor, the man who taught you how to pilot a mech, you put him in a camp and left him to rot. Thousands of our Regan dead lie piled at your feet. A pile of strength in our nation's future. For the glory of the Reach, I'd pay it 100 times over. Seem to be confusing wanton cruelty for strength. They are the same thing. The destruction of your lands should have taught you that. Little Lord Madeira, still my cousin's favorite pet, I see. Wonder if that petty jaw of yours is as fragile as it looks. One of these days, we'll have to find out. Well, you kind of remind me of a war criminal I tangled with when I was working the frontier. You should want him in the cage too. I'll break any cage you put me in, Strider, and then I will hunt you down. Our teacher's death will look mild by comparison. You will do nothing but rot in your cage. Your story's over, Victoria. You've lost. Is that what you think? Do you honestly believe my father hasn't planned for this? That capture means nothing. The jaws of our trap are already closing around your neck. You're just too blind to see it. Such a genius, the old man is sure losing a lot of ground. I doubt him at your peril. My father bends everyone to his will. The Rimrod periphery nations, the successive states, everyone. You don't know what you've done for our people, the sacrifices I've had to make. You understand nothing, and you never will. You've already lost this war, cousin. You'll die screaming, and your restoration will die with you. Fair enough. Miss Oliveira cut off the calm. What do you want us to do with her, Lady Arano? The Augur is in a prison. She can't stay here. No, she can't. But Carosa's lost a daughter on Relgia, and we weren't there to help him. I can't undo that wrong, but I can give him justice. You'll transfer Lady Victoria to his custody to be held until I say otherwise. Are you sure that's a good idea? You'll call Lady Arano. We'll set a course for Smith when we're ready. Conversation's over, people. Let's get back to work. Are you sure that's a good idea? You just send us here to, you know, take her out. You just send us here on a wild goose chase to take out that smuggling ship for... I'm not sure what his actual reason for that is supposed to be. Now she says that her father bends people to his will, and though she's probably over-exaggerating for effect, I'm not entirely sure we can trust this Lord Carosos, you know? Just saying. Lady Rano, my staff has taken Lady Espinosa into custody. She's been escorted to her cell as we speak. Kind of fate than she deserves, perhaps, but I would adhere to the terms of our agreement. While she remains in my custody, she will not be harmed. Honorable man, Lord Carosos, one day I hope to earn your support. You already have it. What you've done today feels like justice, Lady Rano, of a kind I never thought I'd live to see. Oh, you dead with thanks as well, Commander. You did a geoman's job on the Newgrange. She'll never darken our skies again. Well... if I were you, I'd make sure to keep an armed guard outside Victoria's cell at all times. She'll be dangerous, even in captivity. Don't worry, Commander. I know who I'm dealing with and the appropriate precautions have been taken. Lady Victoria will be quite secure until Lady Around is ready to reclaim her. I'm not gonna talk to him about that. Glad to be of service. Now let's discuss what you'll be doing for us in return. Yes, of course. Let's discuss your recompense. Chief Engineer tells me she's found a hidden data archive on your ship and that you need my help to open it. Seems to be quite a mystery. More than a mystery to me, Lord Crossas. My father believed that the Augur held something of great value, but he died before he could see it. I need to know what's on that drive, and you're the only one in Reach who can open it for me. Better, perhaps, that I give you the means to open it yourself. You will have it I will have a device sent to your ship, an electronic code breaker of advanced design. Given enough time, it'll chew through any decryption, even yours. With retrospect, but I'm surprised that a periphery lord even has access to such a device. I was just as surprised when I received it. Lord Tamadi himself delivered it to me. He told me that it had been discovered in the possession of Comstar Precentor. What? High-ranking Comstar officials who typically serve as commanders of HPG installations. Comstar's doctrine of religious mystery has elevated Precentors to quasi-mythical features in the eyes of the general public. I see. Who had died in Oregon space. What she was doing with it, I will never know. What I do know is that your father would want you to have this, Camilla. You'd be quite proud of the leader you've become. Thank you, Dr. Rosas. Simon. That means more to me than I can say. Speaking of proud fathers, do you have any news to share about your son? Has his condition improved since we last spoke? Somewhat, my lady. Otto's road to recovery will be long and difficult. The director did something to his mind on Relgi. Don't have a clear picture of what, but the damage is both physical and mental. I feel that my boy has been damaged irreparably, and that the Otto I knew is gone. But I cling to that hope that someday the son I remember will return to me. Okay, maybe he isn't a traitor. Maybe his son will break out Lady Espinosa. He will, Simon. I know it. Otto's young and strong, and House Corrosas is nothing if not resilient. I'm afraid that I must take my leave of you now. I have forces to marshal and plans to make, but please keep me apprised of Otto's condition. Oh, my lady. Farewell to you, and know that you've earned the support of House Corrosas. What you've done today doesn't erase the past, but perhaps we can still write the course of our people's future. For my part, I'm willing to try. Thank you, Lord Corrosas, and welcome to the restoration. Together we'll fix what my uncle has broken, I swear it. Hey Commander, I put the code-breaking device that we got from Lord Corrosas to work on our mystery archive, and I'm watching a progress bar climb really slowly. I'll give a heads up when it's finished. I see. A code-breaking device, or a backdoor into our ship to, you know, stab us in the back at an opportune moment. Who knows? Wolverine 6 out are fairly flexible in terms of weaponry ranges, tending somewhat more toward closer engagements. God damn it. Support by their jump jet capability and pretty decent heat management. What got completed? Yeah. Take a look at that. So we have a Wolverine. So it has an AC5, M laser, and an SRM6. That's interesting weaponry. Sure. I mean, it's pretty heat efficient, you know. Has 2 ammo-based weapons that don't generate much heat and all, but not too certain about this. Anyway, let's repair the Jaeger and the Shadowhawk. Seems like both will be out of commission for a few days. No problem. Don't think there's anything left to do here anyway. We travel to Mechdur and do some small side assignments, and by the time we get there, those mechs will be back. Also, mech warriors will probably be back. Right. Behemoth is still out for like 8 days. Out for 17 days. Alright. But as in the past, I'll probably not show you these small side assignments. We'll probably go on with the next major mission, or if we have a really awesome side mission, I might also show you that, but we'll see more in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.